So you are currently looking at an artist by the name of Ice Spice, and she's performing on stage at a concert. She's performing her greatest number one hit. You thought I was feeling you, and you can clearly see. I'm guessing that she was going for the Betty Boo type of look. That's what it sort of kind of looks like to me. I'm looking at the hair, looking at the dress, but the problem is the fact that the dress doesn't fit. And what I mean by that is it literally doesn't fit. Every time she moves, and I had to crop a lot of that out, every time she moves, she's pulling the dress down. Every time she's rapping, she's pulling the dress down. Every single time she is speaking a word into that microphone, she's pulling that dress down. Even when she proceeds to start twerking on stage, she's pulling the dress down. And this is what men have always stated for the longest time possible, that if you have to readjust yourself every single time you got something on, maybe you shouldn't put it on. But we're living in a culture now where a lot of women are basically told men to mind your business. We're not wearing our makeup and our clothes and whatnot for you. We're doing it for us. We're not doing it for attention. We're doing what makes us feel good and yada, yada, yada. We're living in that type of culture, right? So if the women are basically saying that, those same women are also teaching and telling their daughters the exact same thing, which means that, hey, if men can't sit up there and tell us what to do, that also means that your father, that also means that the elder men in your family should not be directing you or telling you specifically what it is that you should be putting on. You put on what it is that you want to put on because you want to sit up there and wear it. Like I said, this is the society that we are currently in at this moment in time. And as I've stated before, it's going to get worse before it gets better. So women have to deal with this. When your daughters go out here and they're trying to mimic or mock and look just like Ice Spice, and they want to wear the exact same things that she's wearing, and she wants to go out here in front of everybody, and everything is popping out, going to the side. It's not in order. Things are getting flashed, and things are out that shouldn't be. Like I said, y'all gonna have to deal with that, because far too long men have tried to sit up there and tell women like, hey, y'all shouldn't be going out there dressing like that, y'all shouldn't be doing that, all this other type of stuff, and nobody wants to listen. So now the whole world is going to sit up there and start looking at you now the whole world, because a lot of women out here feel that the moment in time that men speak, that we're being disrespectful, that we're trying to devalue, that we're trying to do a variety of things, that we're just trying to, treat women like slaves, like cattle, and all these other types of things. No problem. You got it. You want to go out here. You want to dress the way that you want to dress because it suits and it makes you feel great. No problem. So inevitably what's going to happen is that the world is going to tell you what it is. You're not going to tell the world to shut up. You're not going to tell the world to mind their. It's way too many people, way too many voices, way too many opinions. You can't fight that battle. That is a battle that will be undefeatable. You will be defeated every single time. But like I said before, because you didn't want to sit up there and listen to the men of your culture, the men of your community, the men of your family, even your male friends trying to tell you certain things, we'll let the world tell you. We'll let the world tell you. And the world is going to tell you in the harshest, most disrespectful way that they can muster. And you're going to have to sit up there and deal with it. Ain't nobody going to be there to help you fight that battle because you caused that battle yourself. Like I said, this is why a lot of people shouldn't have platforms. Whenever you go onto these social media platforms, you start hearing a lot of women saying that, oh yeah, she was really wearing that and all this other type of stuff, like really egging this stuff on. Like I said, they're going to allow their daughters and the girls and the young women of the next generation to act and dress just like Ice Spice and many others directly out there on social media, and they're going to think that that is okay. The other step that is also going to take place and start to happen is that you're going to have a lot of these mothers that are going to sympathize and empathize with their daughters. And they're going to start to find ways and allow their daughters to get cosmetic surgeries in order to boost up and to help their self-esteem. When realistically, self-esteem is built from within. It's not built by the outside being built up. It's built from within. But like I said, this is what takes place, and this is what happens when you have women leading other women. You have literally the blind leading the blind. So it's only a matter of time before a lot of daughters out here start dressing like Ice Spice. And sooner or later, somebody out there in the background is going to be like, you know what? The reason why these young girls are out here dressed like this is because of the men. It's because of the fathers. It's because they're not there. It's because they're not bringing the order into the community, into the household. When realistically, that's what men have been doing for the longest time possible. But, no guy out here feels like trying to scream and hold up a poster board and tell people like, hey, you need to do this and you need to do that, knowing the fact that you're going to look crazy at the end of the day and nobody's going to pay attention or listen up until it's too late. And that time is rolling up.